our first one here on GMFB on a Friday. He's an NFL veteran who helps anchor the Cleveland Browns defensive line. He's a Redbird himself. Welcome to GMFB Defensive Tackle.
Hey. How we doing, man? I'm good. How we doing today?
Great. The fact that you were up at 5:37 a.m. and you have a smile on your face. You're a warrior.
It's
really cool.
Hey, the minute I wake up, I'm ready to go.
Ready to talk
I
ball.
can tell.
Always.
You know what you're always ready to do, too, is defend a certain player. Now, you look around here, all these shows, all these tables, they've all spent hours and hours and hours, including this one, talking about Shedeur Sanders. You've spent a lot of time speaking up for this young player about what he's like and what he's not like. Why?
Because I feel like he gets an unfair rep from a lot of people and about stuff that they don't even know about. You know, he's a great kid in the locker room, and yes, he's young, but we all were at one point. You know what I mean? So that's the biggest thing is he's going to make mistakes. He's not going to be perfect, but we're going to be there with arms wide open to help him succeed. And I feel like the narrative about him is so wrong. He's bright. He's so intelligent. He's vocal. And isn't that what you want in a leader? You want somebody that's going to tell you when you're doing something wrong. You want somebody that's going to correct you and also be there for you when you mess up. And that's what makes he has these special traits, and that's what makes him different.
You know, that is a lot of great positive talk, and I love that. I know a little something about smack talk, and I think you do too. You had some words for 49ers wide receiver Juwan Jennings back in week 13. What's the history here?
By the way, before we get to the question, let's hear it first.
Oh, yes.
Let's do it. Let's throw to the sound. Laugh out loud. We'd love to go.
Okay, good.
He's a hoe, and I want that known. Like, I see why he got punched in the nuts, because that's some, like, he says some things that you should not say to another man ever. But, like, I don't respect it because you say that, then run behind your O-line. That's some real soft shit, and I want that known. The game, you know, that's when you're going to get the best
That adrenaline's still through the roof, man.
Oh, my God.
You're feeling it? I love it. What's the story there? Tell us
all
this.
about it.
And have you guys, have you talked since?
Well, no, but at the end of the day, also, we're grown men. It's not going to be any fighting or anything like that. But if we want to talk, we can talk. You know, there's no big deal about that. I stand on what I said. You know what I mean? I think that's one of my best qualities. But it was just, it was really just, you know, two guys going at it. I felt like one guy overstepped the boundaries of what you can say on a football field because you can't retaliate. You can't. You know, I'm not going to hurt the team. I'm not going to hurt myself and then lose some money. It's just not worth it. So.
Did you not get fined for that take on another player?
No, not at all.
Not at all. Were you looking for that? Were you looking for that nice white envelope though when you walked in the office on Monday?
Well, the next day, someone was like, you know, you might get fined for that. I was like, it was worth it, though.
So you mentioned the crossing the boundary. What are the boundaries?
Well, you know, you don't talk about people's, like, wives and children, and then that's really the main boundary. Stay away from people's families, because if you were to walk up on somebody on the street and just start disrespecting someone's family, you can expect repercussions.
Did you want to talk about wives and families?
You know, we're not going to go into specifics on what he said.
He said he went over the boundary.
But once you go over the boundary, though.
That's nuts.
But he's not the first one. You know what I mean? It happens, and people try to do it to get under your skin, but I'm a grown man. I got four kids. If you want to handle it, we can. You know what I mean?
You're good.
When you talk about that hurting the team, there's a person that's really helped the team and helped the team a lot, and that's Myles Garrett. Week 18, when he broke the single-season sack record, you celebrated with the ref. You high-fived the ref.
Oh, dude, you're so funny. I remember this.
Number one, did you know that you were celebrating with the ref?
Come on.
And two, how excited were you for Myles Garrett in that moment?
Man, like, you just can see the genuine, pure excitement. You know, and the way we look at it is this is a team record. Like, this is something that we as a D-line and a front seven have been chasing.
For sure.
And if you watch the season, the last 3 weeks of the year, every team did everything possible to try to stop Myles from getting that record. And so in the fourth quarter of this game, we're over here looking around like, are we about to come up with sack short for this? And so it was just pure excitement. Everybody around is just so excited. And I think that talks to Myles. How excited and how good of a person we are, like Myles is, and we are so excited for him and everything that he does. And the excitement from the team is exactly what you would expect.
Tell me, Shelby, were there meetings within the D-line room when you were watching film like, Myles, we gonna get this one this week?
Man, every week. Every week. But also, though, that's our mentality anyway.
Yeah.
We're dogs up front. That's what we're going to do. So we're going to go out there and ball out every week. Our success is determined by how we play. So having Miles, and then also don't forget we got Carson too, defensive rookie of the year. So we got some dogs up front.
You do. Your defense is great.
Just like you said, if someone disrespected your family on the street, Shelby, if somebody just walked around with their hand up like this, I feel like you're just high-fiving.
You high-fiving them?
Like that ref just was like, I'm stopping the play.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm celebrating.
But
What was his reaction?
He just looked at me kind of crazy, like, man, he just looked at me
Big deal. He's there for me.
He's there.
It was a wild thing. He just looked at me like, really?
Flag, contact with the official. No.
But that's what's crazy. Literally, that same day, Alec Pierce got a flag for touching the ref, and so everyone's like, you are so lucky.
Oh, yeah. Shelby, real quick, game on Sunday. You spent a year with the Seahawks defense. They've been an absolute force this season. What's your take on this matchup, and what are your thoughts?
I just believe do not get too high up on the Seahawks because Mike Vrabel coaches the New England Patriots.
Let's go.
And after spending, he was with us last year as an advisor in Cleveland.
Right.
And Mike does things the right way. He's going to have his guys ready to play. And just think about it, like, when you see him high-fiving and hugging every player coming off the field, that's real.
Yeah.
And that's how he feels about all his players. And when you have the feeling of belief behind you, you can do anything. So that's why I'm like, you can never count out the Patriots. Like, they have people they're playing for. The D coordinator, Coach T, Terrell Williams. Really, coming back from cancer and then, like, having that miraculous recovery and then going to be there on Sunday with them. You can't beat that. It's a storybook ending if they end it. You know what I mean? So that's, you can never
What a guest.
push.
Shelby,
You can never
you're
push
hilarious.
that.
Yes. You know what's cool about him? Shelby, a big wrestling guy. Now you're going to see this big smile. See how energetic. You will not believe. Who's your guy?
Who's your guy?
Kane. Hey, I'm 34, about to be 35, so I was a kid when Kane really was coming out.
Hellfire and brimstone.
Anything that had fire, fireworks, it caught my attention. And so Kane just also was a choke slam from hell. That was
you know what?
Tombstone. That was
you guys on the D line there in Cleveland. You could be the Brothers of Destruction.
I know, right?
You know what I mean?
Nice.
That's in there.
I tell you, like one of my favorite games is WWE. Like I've grown up playing like wrestling. I used to beat up my brothers doing
Yes, sir.
It's a real thing.
Would you ever want to get in the ring?
It would be fun.
Yeah.
I would love to see if I could do like a frog splash or something crazy.
Oh, no, ain't nobody laying there for you. No, sir.
Take that frog splash.
No, sir. Oh my gosh, I like my ribs. You know what I mean?
Shelby, you are awesome. Thank you so much for coming by.
Oh, yeah, thank you for having me. I had a lot of fun. Thank you.
Great
Like,
guest.
we need
so
like a little-
fun, so fun.
Wouldn't that be awesome? You have to
Gonna get up on this table and practice it on Radio Row here. Look at that. Celebrate with anybody.
Best height.
That's awesome.
Whoever will have
Whoever was in the vicinity, you know?
Boom.